this Harbor Freight jack, then it would have went down like it's supposed to.
That's your Harbor Freight jack.
Keep this.
Hold up.
What's going on with the back? Something's funny about that.
Yeah. So, as you can see, today is the day.
Get away from me now.
As you can see, today is the day. We got the bumper back on the car and everything should be buttoned up. Just changed the oil. I'll tell you what, at the end of this video, I'll go over what we did to the car to finish it up. We'll do like a final overview. For right now though, I'm just going to take you guys along for the ride while we lower this thing down and back it out into the driveway for the first time. And hopefully you'll at least hear a little bit of boost. All right, Andrew's gone. Papa T's here, by the way, guys. So this is a fresh tune that's in this car, meaning I built this thing at work, so it's for the 60-pound injectors and everything. So it's got a surge. It hasn't had a surge, but since we lowered it down, now all of a sudden it's got a surge. All right, so I got a little bit of the surge out of it. Auto-tune had messed up some of my numbers down low in my idle range. I usually set it to where VE Analyzer doesn't do that, but I forgot, so that's kind of what's going on there. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and look the car over, and I don't know, we might take it down the road real quick, like just to see, but either way, I'll get back with you in just a second. All we're gonna do is kind of get into boost a little bit, make sure that we're not over boosting, and then we'll just kind of see how everything goes from there. I got Papa T with me. He's over there hiding out. He's gonna ride with me and we'll just see what happens. So, you know, nothing crazy right now. The tune is extremely fat, so but we gotta start somewhere, right? Took off pretty easy. Whatever that's worth. Yep. So guys, this is probably gonna be a little rough. Get the car back home, look over everything, and see what we've got. Look at the data log. We don't want to keep pushing it because we want to make sure there's nothing, you know, hot or in the way, melting. So, well, so far, what do you think? Gonna be pretty good?
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Real good.
I think it's gonna be good. Obviously, we made about 6 pounds of boost with no issues, but we are extremely rich. So, that's to be expected. Yeah. Sorry, it's going to be a little bumpy until auto-tune can kind of do its thing. All right, so let's take a look, see what we got here, guys. Everything looks good. Burning off some stuff, which is expected. That's the hardest it's been ran right there toward the end. So a little bit of smoke coming off of the blanket and all that stuff, but man, I am impressed. The car's not overly hot around the engine bay. Obviously over here it's, you know, pretty warm, but it's not horrible. This has honestly exceeded my expectations. I didn't really think the car would do this good, but you know what, all the time spent looking over everything probably really paid off, and I couldn't be more excited right now. We're just getting into the tuning aspect of it, so stand by with that, but overall I think this is doing really good. Guys, this is it. We finally have a turbo on the channel and we're tuning it ourselves. I mean, I got into boost, as you guys could see. I hope you could see anyway, I'm not sure, but I got into boost. It makes about 6 pounds of boost, and I mean, we're stupid rich. We're really fat. We're like 9, 10 on the AFR, so we need to lean that out, but I'll look over the data log and see what it is that we need to change. But for right now, very excited. It has no timing in it. Like, we got like 15 degrees of timing in the car. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this. So just stay tuned. We're gonna have more content coming with the Turbo Clone, which now it has another name. Looks like it's gonna be the Turbo Clone, the People's Fox, and also the Calypso Clone. Don't see any leaks or anything under the car. That's really good. So kind of what we did to finish everything up, because you know, we took a couple days whenever most everybody probably thought the car should have been done. That took us a little longer than we expected, simply because we had a lot of stuff to wrap, right? I mean, all this stuff's got to be wrapped up. It took days to get underneath this car and pull everything back and make sure all the piping was out of the way and nothing was scrubbing and rubbing and hitting. We had to wire the alternator. I had to rewire a couple other sensors here and there. Just a lot of little stuff, mainly underneath the car. But overall, it wasn't that bad of a job, to be completely honest with you. The downpipe wasn't too fun, and the bumper stuff wasn't too fun. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you just want to save yourself some time, go ahead and just take your fog lights out. That's going to be about the easiest thing. You know what? I mean, I love the fog lights, probably just like you guys do. But at the same time, I mean, we got intercooler piping sticking out now. That's kind of cool, right? We did take the sway bar off this car. It just made it so much easier. But now the sway bar end links are rubbing. I forgot to take those off. So I got to get up in here and take that end link off, because it is hitting on the tire whenever you turn sharp. And it lowered the front end, so I love that. Finally, we have the front and the back essentially the same height. It looks like the front's a little lower right now, but it's just the way it's sitting. So it's pretty much dead even level now, which I love. From what I can tell right now, no issues with the downpipe dragging the ground or anything like that. There's a good shot of underneath the car. I just haven't put the center cap back on, guys. It's laying in the garage. Got to go get my tailpipes fixed now, because the Y pipe did push the tailpipes out just a little bit. And as you can see, that thing's like out too far and crooked. So all that'll have to be addressed. The only thing is on tip end, the car is very sluggish on tip end. Like if you're, in other words, if you're sitting there like at a stop sign and you go to take off and you go to pat the gas, sometimes it wants to kind of cut off. And I don't know what that is. I think it's a transition. I think it's too rich somewhere in one of those spots. So I need to fix that. But it really only does it if you're trying to pat the throttle. If you just go ahead and go, the car seems to do fine. Super excited. The On3 kit is on the car. We're going to continue to tune it, and once we get it road tuned, eventually we'll take it and get it dyno tuned. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead, wrap this video up, and as always, thanks for watching. So one of the things that I did was add some header wrap right here to the AC line, and that'll just help insulate it a little bit. This is the 94-95 radiator hose. One of the other changes is the breather setup here.